I've played a lot of games, I've had a lot of mains, but I've never really thought about which define me personally until I saw Coney make a tier list out of all of his mains. Then I respectfully asked him if I could just, steal the idea like a true content creator. But sure enough, he stole the idea first, so now I'm just twice as unoriginal. But here we are, every character I've ever made, starting with Smash Bros. And Chubby Pikachu.
For this, I think I gotta do clock in an honest 9 to 5. Maybe honest isn't the right word, but I don't main this character because I enjoy it. I main it because it's the correct answer. I kind of figure out these tiers as I go on. I think I feel free. The best feeling you can have with a character in a video game is that you feel free. I think Melee Peach was a character where I felt like the flowchart was jazz. I could do anything I wanted. Okay, wait, here we go. Okay, wait. I feel free, and then I am free. So then we got Brawl Mart. I think this is an honest 9 to 5. Like, it's not a character I feel passionate about. I just played it because it was the easiest option for how little time I was putting into it. PM was like my first competitive Smash game. I love Project M, and I think Ike, I am free. It's the quick draw, the jumping out of it. You can jump, cancel, grab, just everything you can do out of it. This is one of my favorite characters to this day. I love PM Ike. Then we have like a meme pick, right? I don't really feel like I mained Wario Man, but if I could have, I would have. Some of you might remember I entered a doubles tournament back in the day in Project M with only Wario Man. I 1v2'd my way through an entire bracket and somehow won.
Oh no! Okay, Jordan's gonna do an up air.
If he back throws.
Oh no, this could be it.
That's it. Well, your champion is
Alpharad.
the Alpharad. 1v2'd everyone.
It was funny. I think that's how I had to put Wario Man, because I think this is one of my favorite characters to play, but I never got the opportunity to do it.
Oh, and I forgot a character. Oh, would you look at that? It's from AFK Arena. This is today's sponsor, by the way. This time around, though, they have an exciting collaboration with Tensura for the anime. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. This collab is super cool because not only do you get to see Rimuru in his humanoid form, you also get to see him in his iconic cute slime form. Another really cool bit is that his voice in the game is the original Japanese voice actor reprising the role. On top of it all, not only do you have Rimuru, but you also have Shuna joining the playable heroes in AFK Arena. Bestow names upon summon allies, and these allies will have their attributes boosted. Go through the PvE story, dungeons, bosses, arenas, King Tower, and so on and so forth with Rimuru and his ever-reliable guardian Shuna. You'll be able to try out Rimuru and Shuna at any level just by logging into the game. Also, you don't need to spend time collecting resources, as you can just let your game automatically do that, hence the AFK part. All you have to do is pick up the game when you're free to unleash devastating attacks with Rimuru while being supported by Shuna or any of the other heroes you want to summon. So go ahead and join Rimuru and Shuna on a new themed voyage of wonder called Stone-Freed Water Flows. And all you have to do is click the link in my description and you will be guaranteed an SP hero summon if you complete the active tasks in the 180 summon activity with this collaboration. So do not wait and check it out today.
But here we go. It's Mario. I feel like a lot of people came through Smash 4, and I wanted a main Ultimate Mario, but I was looking at the shades of the past. This was my first real main in the game. It made me feel competent. It gave me forward aerial everything, Maybe we beat that one into the ground, but who's to say? This character, I said it earlier, was jazz to me. Everything linked into everything. Sure, you had your brain dead down throw, up tilt, and your brain dead up air, up B, and your brain dead down air, and up B. Maybe there's a trend here. But I like the brain dead gameplay. I just got to do what I want. I'm sorry, Smash 4 Mario is up there for me. I had so much fun with that character. And then we had Smash 4 Cloud. Everything I just described with Mario, it's now even more true for Cloud, but now I'm winning. I think Cloud is up here. This is the glory days for me. The thing with Smash 4 was that I felt like these are my mains and I know who my mains are. But when it came to Smash Ultimate, as you can see, I had no goddamn clue who I mained in that game. I never found that character I bonded with in Ultimate. When the game came out, it was Pichu, and I was like, it is Pichu. It was funny. It was funny, but then Pichu got gutted and never really got to see Pichu again. Then I decided I wanted to win, so we played Palutena. I am free, but I'm mainly winning. Yeah, that's what Palutena was to me. Joker, I felt free. Here's the problem with what's coming up with Smash Ultimate. Joker comes out, but I have no interest in taking the game seriously. I don't even have interest in becoming better. I'm just happy to be here. I'm having fun with these characters, but I think I'm playing these characters, which is why I'm happy to be here. You know? Wolf was such a good character, but this is, I'm clocking in. I'm no longer playing the game because I want to love a character. I am playing Wolf because it works. I'm clocking in. And then Pyramithra come out, and I think that if this character released at the beginning of Ultimate, it would have been my #1 main through and through, and I never have to second guess it. I'm just happy to be here, because now I just play Donkey Kong. And I feel free. This dude is awesome. I love Donkey Kong.
The other week, I was at Fast 50 talking to content creators who come from Smash, and during the Rivals event, I just kind of realized that there is a direct correlation between how long it's been since you've played competitive Smash and how much fun you find Donkey Kong.
Unfortunately, he sucks. And then I have Zelda here, because this is not my Smash main. I never main Zelda. But when items are turned on, ooh, my Zelda kind of schnasty. I'll put maybe it had to be done for another tier. For like, it's a little below. Yeah, I think that's 64 Pikachu. It had to be done. Okay, and then Absol comes out. If you guys know, Absol is my favorite Pokemon. So when Unite finally gave Absol some love, announced that they were in the roster, I was popping off. But unfortunately, sometimes when you like a character so much, you just want them to be good. And then they're not. But lucky for me, Absol was good. Absol was awesome. This is I'm happy to be here because Absol came out and they were good and I was having fun. And then Cinderace was kind of the character I gravitated towards after I learned Unite more. Still a character I always go back to. Cinderace is probably like my main. I need one tier between these two because I wouldn't say I felt free, confident, but restrained. I like Cinderace, but my ceiling was way lower than these other mains. And I know you guys have never seen me touch TF2, and you probably never will, because I have never played TF2 on PC. I played it on the Orange Box as a kid after watching Spy Funny Troll compilations. I thought the character was so goddamn funny. This is short-lived but memorable. So now we're skipping to Mercy. If you know anything about Overwatch, you know that Mercy is not particularly good. I'll usually play Mercy, Ana, and then whoever the meta support is. I will play whoever I need to get the win, but my heart wants to play Mercy. Actual Mercy movement feels so good. It's like you're in a bullet hell, trying to just fly around, avoid everything, and keep your team safe. When you do it right, Mercy is so fun. I would say I feel free with Mercy. Like, honestly. Okay, now we have Echo. And I think Echo is like, I'm clocking it. It's a character I can play. I feel confident with a good amount of DPS, but Echo's the one I feel like I kind of get shit done. So I would put, yeah, I think I'm clocking in. I don't feel nearly as confident. And then we got Paladins. Oh, I mean, Sky gave me the funniest play of the game. It's a framed photo I ever got back in the day. I would say it was funny. And what was funnier was I kept playing Paladins with friends. The game was actually not bad. As soon as you realize it's not a team shooter, it's a deck builder shooter. Once I really understood the deck building process, Cassie rose to the ranks. This character in its prime, I felt free. Maybe I felt confident. I did not put in the hours to feel free. So now let's talk about Rivals of Ether. This is Crag from Rivals 1. He is a big boy. Normally, I don't play heavies in fighting games, but this was the exception because he did not feel like a heavy. I played all the other characters equally, but Crag was like, that was my guy. And I felt free. I did. And then Rano came out, and it was like from the first day, I was like, I have a new main. I have an up tilt that plays the game for me. I can go zoop, zoop, and jump off the wall. Oh no. Rano was so fun. I was free. And then they released Workshop. Here we have Ronald McDonald. Do I really think I mained Ronald McDonald? No. But I just thought he'd be really funny to include in this tier list. It was funny. It was probably the funniest. It's got me the most views out of any character in this list. But Sakuya from Toho, this was my main in Workshop. To this day, the most fun character. I'm putting her up here. Like, I felt free. I was free. But then we have 100% accurate Fox, this is like, what if Fox was easy to play? I was happy to feel like I could play Fox, I think, is it? What about Zetaburn in Rivals 2? You'd think I'd main him in Rivals 1. I didn't. But for some reason, it just feels really good in Rivals 2. I feel confident but restrained. But for the time being, I like Zetter.
I do think it's weird I never got more into him in Rivals 1 because I did have that whole OC Excalibur phase. I guess I'll just have to play him in Rivals 2.
You might be wondering why there's so many Peaches here. This is Mario Party, this is Mario Kart, and I just put all the sport game Peaches together. This is not I am free. This is me. I don't know, something about her. I just feel empowered when I select Peach.
After years of playing Mario Party, I feel like people just associate me with Peach, and if I can be honest, I could not possibly be more flattered.
Any game that has Peach in it, I'm choosing it. And then we have Shy Guy. Super Mario Party was pretty much the only game I didn't exclusively play Peach in, and his dice is consistently decent. It's 0 and then 5 4s, which is pretty valuable. Peach's dice was pretty and I think I'm just happy to be here. Shy Guy makes me happy. And this is Mario Kart. Peach is actually meta now, despite what that one stream might have shown. But Peach is very good in Mario Kart, but I have never once cared about that. Again, I am just happy to be here. I choose Princess Peach and I am having fun. Much like Strikers, Golf, Tennis, Aces, whatever. All of those spin-off games, I choose Princess Peach. I'm just happy to be here, but I guess I like Mario Kart more than those others. And then I forgot to put this one on here. I have Super Sonic from Smash Flash 1, the famous game with Mr. Incredible and other Sonic OCs. I don't even know what the tier list looked like for this game. All I know is that I played it in the computer lab when I was 11 years old. So imagine the surprise on my face when I got to unlock Super Sonic. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. It was funny. And then Black Mage came out in Smash Flash 2. I think it was just different. I liked how different he felt than other Smash characters. It was short-lived. I don't think I had time to build like a relationship with him, right? And then I kind of didn't touch Smash Flash for a long time. And by the time I touched it again, the two best characters were Sheik and Peach. If I have the chance to play a very good version of Peach, I will play it. And immediately, because of my Melee background, I felt confident. Oh no. And then Paco from Brawlout, the Luchador Frog. Short-lived but memorable. It was very memorable. I do remember playing this in office with a bunch of the FWAB guys for fun. And at one point, I got a little lost in the sauce, we could say. And here we get to League of Legends. I had a lot of friends in the league at the time, and Star Guardian skins just came out. And you know me, I'm big into like the Sailor Moon aesthetic. So as soon as they get that, it's an easy pull. I made an account and bought skins immediately. It was embarrassing. Before talking to anyone, I made my account, queued up with a few games, bought a skin. I tried Miss Fortune out. It's short-lived but memorable for sure. I'll be honest, I just thought she was pretty. And then after playing a little bit more, because Dylan was sitting over my shoulder coaching me, because he was like Diamond 1 since the game came out. Like, he's 80 carry, played Jinx. So I just kind of copied it because, you know, monkey see, monkey do. And she had a Star Guardian skin too. So I was playing Jinx too, and I genuinely had fun with both of these characters. And if I had more than maybe 30 hours in League, they would be higher. So yeah, I'll just say I clocked in with Jinx. Speaking of League of Legends, what about League of Legends Air Hockey with Omega Striker? Rune was fun, and I got my own skin for it. And then I came into Amy. All my friends wanted to be forward, so I got stuck with goalie. Enter Amy, because she gets to play forward and teleport back to goalie. She gets to do everything. I did feel free with her. I think I genuinely did. She might be higher. I really liked Amy. And I know we haven't talked about a lot of real fighting games yet, and that's because I haven't played too many. Eliza was the first character in any fighting game that just made sense to me. But I can't say much more than that with Eliza. I think it was short-lived but very memorable, because she got me into other fighting games, which is important. The first traditional fighting game I ever grinded was DBZ Fighters. This first character that stuck for me was Android 21. I would say I am free. Easily my favorite fighting game character I've ever played with. I would even put her like high up here. Goku Black was competent but restrained. I liked him. Honestly, I think that 2H, hitting anyone with that made me feel like I was on top of the world though. And then we got Naz B, two characters from that. When Naz B came out, I tried really hard to find my characters, and none of them really called to me.
Yeah, and then everything changed when I found Reptar.
It was very easy to play without any practice. Short-lived, but no, I clocked in with Reptar. I definitely grinded some Reptar, but it was just because I was clocking in. I found a character to work. Yeah. And I think with Ember, I think this just had to be done. She's not even like the best character like 64 Pichu is. I think with Ember, that was my first crush as a child. So whenever she came out in NASB, I was like... And then we got Fish Bungeon from Slap City. I've said it through and through. I think this is the best feeling platform fighter. It is so buttery smooth, even though it looks like that. Fish Bungeon was freeing. And then I started playing more of the characters in that game, and I stumbled on It'll Do. This is like Mario from Smash 4 mixed with like a little bit of Ultimate Ness. And then what if Ultimate Link Bomb was cool and good? All the mashy gameplay I love, all the cool hype combos, and then it gets you to make trick shots along the way. I have said this before and I will say it again. It'll Do is my favorite character in any platform fighter. It felt so fulfilling. I have just never bonded instantly with the character before. It'll Do hit everything I needed. I love It'll Do. Honestly, maybe Fish Bungeon a little higher too. Okay, and now we have Viper, which I know I've never really talked about Valorant, and it's because I don't really play Valorant, but my friends do, which means I play Valorant sometimes. But trust me, I do be playing, and I do be dying. And some of you guys might be asking, what is Todoroki and Bakugo doing on this tier list? Well, first off, these are two different games. This is Todoroki from My Hero 1's Justice. You might have seen it as another random anime arena fighter that you didn't care about, and you would be correct. But the reason he is on this list is because Namco flew me out to a pre-release creator-only tournament for this game, and I grinded it because I wanted to win. I was like 20 at the time. Huge ego, a lot of things I have not worked out through therapy yet. I flew out and I swept round one so bad where I started going random throughout the rest of the tournament. And then I get to finals and I lose game one. I'm not going random anymore. I lock in. I click Todoroki. I am locked in. Okay, there's me also, by the way. You would not recognize me now. What's really BM, again, I am a 20-year-old with a little bit of an ego right here. I hit him with the level 3 and I just... Oh, it's so mean. Like,
Oh no! Okay. He put the controller down. Oh my God! The disrespect.
Look at this kid. It hasn't even said game. Oh yeah. Oh my God! I did not know this guy too. That's the.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I would like to say, I think I am current year less of an asshole than I was when I was... Okay. That was 22. I was 22. Still have not been to therapy. Anyways, I did grind this character. No, it was not short-lived. I was clocked in. Like, probably the most clocked in I possibly could have been. It was funny, but it was also mean, which cancels out. I was clocked in with this character. And now, this brings us to Bakugo. It's essentially Overwatch, Battle Royale, My Hero. Ultra Rumble is a very funny game. Is it good? It's like, you ever crave fast food? You ever crave slop? It is peak slop. I would put Bakugo like up here. Like playing as Bakugo, I was free. It was such a thrilling adrenaline rush of a game. It's something I'll never forget. So here we are, back to Street Fighter. I played a lot of Street Fighter 2 growing up with just various friends. I was never confident with this character, but I was happy to be here. And then we got Third Strike Ken. Third Strike is such a sick game to watch, and I am so bad at it. If I had more friends around me who played Third Strike, I would play this game a lot more. Oh, I gotta add a new tier just for this one. God, I wish I was able to. That's how I feel about Third Strike Ken. It was like, it's such a fun character, and God, I wish I could just do it a little more justice, you know? In the Street Fighter 5, I played Cammy, not for any real reason. Did I clock in? Was it short-lived? I think it was short-lived. It's like at the bottom of short-lived. So now I got One Piece, right, from Jump Force. I thought it would be funny to put a Jump Force main on this list, but I was like, I never mained anyone in that game. But then there's my boy, One Piece. I think this is easily the funniest character on this list. So he is at the top of the funny tier, and I don't think I can say more than that. Honestly, Pyramithra also goes, God, I wish I was able to. So some of you might be saying, why is a waterbending scroll on this list? Waterbending, I am so carried by it. It got me into Fortnite. I did not play Battle Royale until waterbending was in the game. Like, How I'm putting it up here. I feel free with water bending. Ooh, going back to a couple platform fighters here. This is from Icon's Combat Arena, which is a game famously like Smash. A little too like Smash. This character was Marth with Zero Suit Paralyzer. This is, It was never a character I felt like I really bonded with. It just felt like it was the best thing available. Anyways, Testament from Strive. Again, very casually into fighting games. And I just think Testament being non-binary, base as hell. I was just ready to make everything else work. And I like the moveset. I like the fit. I was just into it. I was just happy to be here, you know? And now we're... Oh, wow. Now we're coming to Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, which is one of the funniest Smash knockoffs ever made. You had Dexter, you had Captain Planet, you had Mojo Jojo, but more importantly, you had Blossom, who had an infinite. I gotta say, Blossom was funny, but my local scene banned her because she had an infinite. So I had to find a new main. So then comes Aku. It was funny. I think, no, I felt free. Blossom is up here. Blossom is unironically up here. And the funniest part, I keep saying the funniest part, but the funniest part was every time he would use the laser, he goes, ah ha 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 ha. He's just spamming his voice line because you keep canceling it with your fastball. He is just laughing non-stop. It is the funniest part of all the funniest part. And now we got Candyman from Lethal League. How do I describe him? I clocked in with this character. Not as much as Todoroki. Definitely not as much as Todoroki. But none of the characters, I don't know, a lot of the characters in this game are close enough to being similar. But Candyman just had an element of insanity that I just vibed with. We got Sada. There's a lot of characters that you could put on this list from Bloons Tower Defense. I mean, at one point I mained Benjamin because he's Mr. Stacks on Stacks, you know? But for some reason, I just like Sada. I like starting off with some big damage right from the beginning. Maybe it's a clocked in. Bloons is a 9 to 5 to me. I do be clocking in. Then we got Ryuko from Kill la Kill If. Kill la Kill was one of my favorite anime forever. Is it still? It's like top 3. I think Ryuko, though, I'm just happy to be here. And then we got Rafina. A lot of you might say, there are no differences between Puyo Puyo Tetris mains. And to that, I would say, sure. That's it. That's it. I don't really know where to rank her. I just like Tetris a lot. I love Puyo Puyo Tetris. And I just wanted to find a way to put her on this list. I'm putting her top 4. Like, look. Oh, we got Blue Castle Crasher. This was a clocked in. This was more than Todoroki. As a kid, I grinded Blue Castle Crasher. They were similar enough, and I know we got Power Craft with all the DLC nights they added, but I stay true Blue. Oh my god, multiverses. How about that? Bugs Bunny was a character I felt like I understood from the beginning. And I clocked in. And then Velma came out and I was sweating. I felt like the world was my oyster with Velma. And then I realized with Bugs and Velma, I was thinking too hard. I was thinking way too hard. Enter Superman. This is Cheese Lord Extraordinaire. I like Superman way more than I like multiverses. Does that make sense? This was a character where if you finished the game and you had more than triple digits of damage dealt, you played the character wrong. If you touch them, you should kill them. And they should throw their controller into drywall ASAP. Superman might be up here. One of the funniest characters ever made. I have never felt so free than when I played Superman. Ribbon Girl, you know how I was saying how I like Superman way more than I like multiverses? I like Ribbon Girl just about as much as I like ARMS. I think it had to be done. You had to main someone, you know? I'll put it in I'll put it in Hades is a top 3 game for me. And I feel confident in all of them, but Swords made me feel alive. I don't think I like Swords more than I like playing these other characters, but it's weird to place Hades on this list. Even though I like Hades as a game way more than all these others, I'm still just going to put it at the top of this list. I think that's fair. And then we got Amy. I know, I understand it. People are saying, what game could you play Amy in that you wouldn't just pick Sonic or Shadow? As a kid, I grinded Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Versus with all of my friends. Amy is broken. She is so good. How I got into playing Peach as a kid was exactly how I played Amy. All of my friends were locking in Sonic and Shadow, and I never got to play Sonic and Shadow because my friends would choose them. So, okay, fine, I'll try to beat them with the girl character. Amy is Dio. She is the tortoise in this situation. It is funny. It is funny. Amy is a hilarious character because you don't expect it. You don't expect the power she should have. And then we got Fang the Sniper. Back in the day, Xbox Live, they have online play. You can grind it online. And I fiended that shit with Fang the Sniper. I felt confident but restrained. I felt like I knew what I was doing in that game. And this is the newest main on the list. We have Scarlet Witch, because I got into the Marvel Rivals beta, or alpha. Yeah, it's a baby game, and it is hilarious. In this game, it's Overwatch. It's Overwatch, but third person. For whatever reason, they took Moira from Overwatch and made her just exclusively DPS, which is how people play her anyways. And Scarlet Witch just goes around just beaming people to death. She drains health so fast. And then she shoots right-click bombs at everyone and kills them. And for some reason, her ult is Diva Bomb, but it's her, and she can move during it. So you just hide behind a corner, Diva Bomb, walk out, 5 kills. This character is so funny. I'm putting her at the top of this list. It's new, it's fresh, it's exciting, it's hilarious. Is she good in the game? I don't know. Everyone's bad right now, which means I'm having a lot of fun. So, Bravelyn, right? People might be telling me this is not a real character. Fire Emblem Heroes is not a fighting game. Every team I ever had in that game revolved around Bravelyn. This is my essence. Like, I feel free, but I'm not smart enough to actually be free in Fire Emblem Heroes. And last but certainly not least, we got Jade Zombie Master Croc. If you remember me playing Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends, you would recognize this character and know that he also has an infinite and got banned in my friend group. So one day I invited my old artist Nova to a game to play. He had no idea what he was doing, and it is the funniest clip I've ever had on my channel. I stand by that. To this day, the funniest moment in Alpharad history was his reaction to getting absolutely rocked JV forward by Master Jade Zombie Croc.
No. What? Super move. Nope. Okay. All right. Okay.
It is the peak of funny to me, because no one could have possibly been ready for it. And that is every character I've ever made in every video game ever, I think.